Trawling through those expensive retail sites, now we all know the pain of needing a fresh kit, but seeing those crazy high prices, well, there's a smarter way to support your team. Welcome to okjersey.com. The quality speaks for itself. Look at the detail on these designs, whether it's the latest from Man United or a classic Chelsea kit. You can get any jersey in every size you need, and yes, you can fully customise it with your name, your number, or your favourite legends' details, from the Premier League to La Liga to Serie A. If you're looking for it, it's here, and it's always for the best price. Ready to save big? Head to okjersey.com now and use code NAF at checkout. That's code NAF to score an extra 8% off your entire order. Cheers.
No, we said how we feel. I don't think like you, my nigga. I don't think you're being authentic, Jimmy. I don't think like you. So just come and say. Yeah, we know that. That's the problem. You lot all don't think like me. You don't. That's why I've been fucking thinking. That's why we haven't won a fucking domestic trophy in 8 years. I came humble, but you want to shout? I'll shout too, bro. We don't have to do this today, Jimmy. You lot are sick in the fucking club. VD, you got 30k followers and you're tweeting shit about the lap being the same. A nigga on YouTube is sinking the club. Bro, you sound fucking stupid. You look, this is the problem. Here's the thing I don't get. Here's the thing I don't get.
I can't get over that clip, man.
You know the bit that kills me the most? He goes, "Yeah, you're right. You don't think like me." And I was like, "Yeah, CB's got mad."
See, I think. See, now I feel a bit better, yeah. Because when you know, big up to everyone. Make sure you smash the likes. I think Saeed just rated as well, so big up if you just did. I was gonna say this in it. When it comes to when your club's in a bad place, the fan base you hate the most is your fan base. You can't stand it. It's because your opinion is, you think you're so right compared to everybody else. So do you know what I mean? So I like the way when he said that, I was like, you know what? Chelsea right now in a bit of a pickle, right? They can't find a win as it stands. And I'm like thinking, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. You know, so makes me feel a lot better. A lot better. I mean, you always get the league gunners versus the gals versus everybody else and blah, 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 blah. But that's different. We've been knowing that for about 10 years of Arsenal fans, but that's different. So yeah, no, it makes me feel better. I thought I was the only one. Because when it's harmonious, everyone gets along. When you're winning, most people get along, shall I say that? A good 90% probably. What are you saying anyways, George?
Yeah, man. Man's good. Man's here. You know what I mean?
You got a weekend. Oh yeah, you got Sunday, isn't it? Sunday, yeah.
You got Forest, you know, Wolfie hiding around and all that. I got my preview. Yeah, I was looking out for that one. Wolfie, that's the first time I've seen Wolfie with no energy, like no energy for a game. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be the most boring game I've seen." I was like,
"We're calling it the Ange Derby."
Yeah, the Ange Derby. That's what I'm calling it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're running with that one.
Yeah, we're saying Aussie, man. You've got the easiest 3 points this week, and you can relax.
Yeah, I need them 3 points, but man, I need something easy right now, man. Wasn't it a break, man?
I mean, let's get one thing straight. You need the 3 points. Gyokeres needs a goal.
Yeah, not as much as Isak, but yeah, true.
Have you said, Mons? I need you to explain something, right? Because I've seen it in a couple clips now. I've seen Fansan back as well. Remember Fansan? He used to do our clips on TikTok. I'm gonna chat to him anyways. Big up Sean, man. What's this about troops like not crashing out over defending Gyokeres? What's the defense mechanism for this guy at the moment? What is it?
Delusion.
Oh, for real? Like it's gone beyond
delusion.
Does troops love the celebration more than the idea more than the reality?
Because he's deluded about Gyokeres, sorry.
Why?
Because, brother, you're asking me why a man's deluded about a striker, bro. I don't know.
No, but I mean, like, he must have an explanation what it is about Gyokeres.
It's best for him to come to the club, and now we can't. His mind can't get past the fact that he's mid.
But he only cost like 50 million, though. When you deep it, he didn't cost.
Now we know why. Now we know why.
Yeah, but let's call a spade on this. There's been worse signings. So I love what I like is
that's good. But when we're getting onto a signing and we jump to another, when we're talking about that particular signing. It doesn't mean that.
No, 100% doesn't mean that signing is better of any which way. He has struggled. He has. But the amount of media attention is what I'm trying to say in regards to him than others. I find it a bit humorous, right? It's like,
what?
Gyökeres this, Gyökeres that.
Wait. It may be over in Australia, but over here, I've not seen anything about him.
You really? Well, over here, the chit chat and this and that.
I know different medias are different. Your
media is only one fucking team to talk about in this shitbox country. Leave us the fuck alone, man. We ain't got no defenders, yeah. I don't give a fuck about a number 9 right now, bro.
Yeah, Isak's got way more, but Isak costs double the price. It costs over double the price. Do you know what I mean? So that's different, isn't it?
But you know what? I defend Isak. I don't
even think Isak's got enough media attention. I don't think he's got enough media attention.
No, but I can only defend it this way, though. Let's play the game straight, yeah? Everyone at Liverpool's fucking struggling, right? So you can point a finger at Isak. It's like fucking Mohamed Salah's fucking golden boot winner, blah, blah, blah. He's fucked. If he can be fucked, Isak can definitely be fucked. You know what I mean?
Do you know the thing is, Cassia? Because that's what I had to refresh because my team wasn't up to scratch. And I was thinking, this is Gyokeres time. Say less. Nice and early. We can get this out of the way. You know what I mean? Because I'm finding it so funny how Arsenal fans are doing revisionism. Because you remember last season, what was your complaint about Højlund the whole time he was here, Cass? What was your complaint?
Can't hold up the ball. Basically, all his best attributes were off the ball.
And also, Man United weren't creating for him. They weren't like building around him, weren't trying to, the actual style of play wasn't created to make the most out of your striker and Højlund. Yeah. All right, let me close this tab down. So when now I'm seeing Arsenal fans make the complaint, I'm seeing them do up graphs and they're saying, but look at our pass map. We're not passing to Gyokeres. We're not playing to his strengths. This is just rubbish. Because you should have identified that Gyokeres didn't fit in your system based on his strengths. His strengths aren't playing against low block teams. His strengths aren't his movement within the box. This is why Arsenal look better when you have Moreno, when you have Havertz, when you have Jesus in the 9, because you've now got someone that can link the play, that can drop in, do 1-2s, and is going to play more like a false 9. Arsenal's system is set up to use a false 9. It's not set up to play with a direct 9. So we're now not going to sit here and use the whole, but look, because despite all of this, Arsenal fans still told us he's going to come in and be the difference maker to them not winning the league, to winning the league. Now that he's scored 4 goals in 4 months, they want to focus on the system. But when everyone told you in the summer Sesko would be better for your system, they was laughing. Why would we get Sesko? We need the guy that scored 100 goals in 2 years. If he can score 100 goals in 2 years, find a way to score some goals. I think all of this, you have to put on the Arsenal fans, you put on Gyokeres.
That's I was glazing him, though. I was glazing him heavily, yeah. But you know what? Realization is he needs a team that's got, I'd say, if he was at, all right, this is perfect, Newcastle, Villa, teams that where they don't set up low blocks against them, he'd thrive in. But when it does come to these teams that want to set up low against you, he ain't got Scooby. Not that great in the air. Yeah, let's be real. He's not that great in the air. His finishing is great, but he never finds the opportunity to kind of have a finish.
No, is his finishing great though?
I don't
He's
know,
one
man.
of them, man, that just
one of the better finishers.
Rashford's
like, does he strikes the ball clean, but is he a great?
Yeah, maybe. You, to be fair, for as much as the signings that Berta got right, because he has got a lot of them right this summer. I think that's one of them where you say, you know what? This is why I say if they had Sesko, because he's like multifunctional and whatnot, he probably would be better off against that. Because you see United against low blocks a lot, a lot of the time, because they know what you can get against United on a counter attack. So Everton, blah blah. It's because he's good in the air, so his aerial ability. Arsenal already very good in the air. Gabriel, Saliba, even Zubimendi gets very they got a Timber. Imagine having another one of those and someone that can just link up, play a little bit more, innit? I don't know if he'd be 10 goals worthy at the moment, but if he was in this Arsenal side with a chance that Gyokeres has had or whatever, he'd probably have a good 5 if he stays fit, 5 or 6, and then you'll be having another conversation. That's why I say when Havertz comes back, the disrespect that's gone on Havertz, over the discourse over the last couple years, you miss him. You do miss him. Like for me, you do miss him, but you got 3 strikers that offer different things. Marino, different.
Exactly.
Havertz, different. Gyökeres, totally different. Because really and truly, if you can have a Gyökeres, a £50 million striker that can slap up your minnows, yeah, and get 2 goals here, 2 goals there, whatever, then you've utilized that 50 million, innit, for what it needs to be, which is a title.
Yeah, but you know what? I get it. People are always going to go back to the price tag and says, well, at least we didn't pay 90, 100 million for him. But it's not just about the price tag. You got to remember, Arsenal were dying for a 9. They were begging for it. They're dying for it. Like, I'm telling you right now, the way Arsenal fans were begging for a number 9.
Hold on. What was that?
Wait a second.
Where was that from? Where was that from?
If you know, innit? You know, innit?
No, say it.
Not every Arsenal fan was begging for a 9.
You can't say it. You're not allowed to say it online.
No, I don't want to start. You know, innit? A big brother, and you know, back in the, you know. It's a meme, innit? Midoriya knows. He looked. The chat know.
Oh like, my days. Oh my! I ain't seen that. Peugeot.
Bro, years. You're dying for it, but no. Generally speaking, the way Arsenal. I'm laughing way too hard at that. The way Arsenal fans needed that 9, like, you know, when we get the 9, it's done. Final piece to the puzzle. Remember the Lukaku and Chelsea thing when they thought the team was complete and all that they needed was the final piece to the puzzle. That was Gyökeres. They were tired of Havertz, as you said. Jesus got too many injuries, and Marino wasn't seen to be a starter at the 9 for Arsenal anyways. He's maybe more of a utility guy to bring in when you needed a different kind of approach to a game. So he was supposed to be the answer, the final piece, because Arsenal's defense is good and then midfield is good and they got a good keeper. So the responsibility that falls on his shoulders was to be the difference maker that Arsenal haven't had since Aubameyang. And he's not just failed or failing. I don't want to say he's failed because it's too early for that. He's not just failing so far, but it's looking quite worrying. There isn't many things right now you can go, that's the thing we can work on. Everything else will come with time. Yeah. I don't think he's offering enough in any facet. Don't get me wrong. There's been some poachers goals that you go, right, that we've seen he's poached a few goals, but Marino scored all those type of goals and better. So, you know,
even the poachers goals that he's scoring, bro. He's like deflecting off a free man.
It feels like he's there. Like, you know, it feels like he's got rocks in
it. The thing is, like, everyone's talking about every Arsenal fan wanted a 9. I didn't. So let's clear that up. I was looking for an 11.
The masses, though, but we can agree the masses.
Yeah, the masses want a 9. But the thing is, when you look at Arsenal's number 9 options, right, and what was out there, people will say Šeško. Yeah, maybe cool story. If you look at Šeško, sometimes the way he's striking the ball, it ain't special either. It ain't.
Ekitike
open up. Ekitike has an option to go to Liverpool or go to Arsenal. Where's he going to go?
That's not the question, no, Ozzy, because
that is the question. No, see, this ain't FIFA, bro. This ain't FIFA. You got to call a spade here. You can't just go in there and Tottenham goes for Ekitike. Where's he going to go? He's not going to go to you. He's not going to go to me. Look, Liverpool last season. What did they do? Right? Arsenal are trying to do what Liverpool did last season. So Ekitike is looking more towards Liverpool. So when you're trying to find a striker, wait a second, let me finish. Let me land.
No one knew Ekitike was going to be great, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but regardless, it doesn't matter if he's great or bad. At the end of the day, when you're looking at a striker, and that striker's got Liverpool knocking on the door, right? At the same time, you look at the possibility of bringing him in. How much time do you want to waste on Rodrigo? How much time do you want to waste on fucking him?
Because Voltemader's looked way better.
He's in a side, but I'm on. I think I like the player a lot in it.
I think Aubameyang in this style,
he's scoring goals in the box.
In this style of football that we play right now, Aubameyang would struggle with this style of football because Aubameyang is the kind of striker. If anyone watches him, right,
poacher, back post.
Aubameyang. Aubameyang, the ball has to drop right in front of him. If the ball doesn't drop in front of him, it ain't going anywhere. It's going nowhere. It has to drop in front of him. He has to be on the dart.
The thing is with Aubameyang, what we could say is that he's. Remember, there were times where you guys weren't creating as much, and Aubameyang was doing the one shot, one goal.
Again, the difference. Look at the style. Mons, you know this. Look at the way we play. Look at the way we're playing. Now, I'm not saying Gyökeres hasn't copped. Look, I'm not too happy with the way he's performing. right? But we bought a striker that's very much like Aubameyang, who wants to play on the front foot, who wants the ball to land in front of him so he can take on
Aubameyang's a better footballer.
That's our bad. That's our bad. That's
I remember I used to say Aubameyang doesn't really contribute to the game much in terms of he doesn't bring much else outside of the game apart from stretching the back line. But compared to what I'm seeing from Gyokeres, but compared to Aubameyang could also play on the left. But compared to Gyokeres, Aubameyang is way better in like his game.
Of course.
In terms of just because at that time you'd look at you if you had to pick apart Aubameyang's game that you wanted to improve.
Aubameyang created his own goals a lot of the time. He did
not a lot of the time. Not a lot of the time.
No, I'm sorry, bro. No, he didn't. If you watch him, a lot of the times it was created for him.
Period where you guys were playing.
He has a wider range of finishing than Gyokeres.
Yeah, exactly.
That period when Arsenal first come in, Aubameyang created a lot of his own goals. Arsenal were awful going forward at that period. This was young Saka times. He created a lot of the goals. He put that team on his back and used to do things. I get what you're saying.
If you watch Aubameyang, okay, you're trying to make Aubameyang. Sorry, bro. Don't make Aubameyang to be Thierry on fucking Henry. Yeah, he didn't drag the ball from the middle of the park and go through plays.
Yeah, but that's eight.
He created his own.
I didn't make him seem like he was on Henry. You finished.
Well, what you're saying is he created his own. No, he didn't. He finished what was put in front of him. He'd get a ball on the end of his feet, and you know what? He'd take on 1 or 2 men and make them look like shit. But it's playing to that play.
He could play wing is what I'm saying. Is he could create his own goals because he could take players on. He could run at a guy, cut in and shoot. He used to do these types of things. He scored these types of goals. Gyokeres, we've seen him do it once against Leeds and not do it in any game since. We was told when Gyokeres comes in, because if you look at Gyokeres' range of finishes in the Portuguese league, there's a lot of range of finishes. But one thing that was in common was there was always plenty of space in front of him to run him behind. At Arsenal,
that's the kind of player he wants to break quick. We don't break quick.
And it's not even you guys don't break quick. You don't get the opportunity to break quick because you don't.
No, because we slow it down. We don't break quick. We don't. You watch our midfield and our wingers, the way they play. They are literally playing for each other. If you watch Arsenal play now, we do not break quick. We try to take our time with it. Look at Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka doesn't get a chance to break quick. He doesn't, because the whole idea is we got to play him with the midfield and the wing back. That's the way we play. We build up slow. So for a player like this who wants to play on the front foot, it's difficult. It is difficult a little bit, especially in the middle of the park. Now, I'm not going to defend him that much. I'm just trying to call a spade here. This is the reason why he's struggling. It's the same reason why Isak is struggling. It's the same reason why Salah's struggling at Liverpool. Liverpool don't no longer play down the flanks the way Salah likes. So now Salah's shit, right? Oh, Salah's
we play down the flanks. We just play down gap post flank.
Yeah, or the wing back now cuts in and becomes a midfielder instead of being a wing back. But that's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is yes, you might have identified the wrong striker, and maybe we're not playing to his strengths. But at the end of the day, what do you do in this market? Like, let's be honest, in this market, unless you're going to spend way over 100 million, which we weren't going to do, what was Arsenal to do? That's where it's kind of difficult. Maybe identify a bit better, I think. Maybe that would be a big case for it. Identify the right style of striker.
Here's the thing then. You look at a goal-scoring left winger then, which you didn't do.
Which is what I was screaming for at the start. I told everybody we need a left wing before we need a striker, and I had a million fucking Arsenal fans.
I said that too, by the way. I said, I was with you. I was right there.
Yeah.
I was right there with you.
I think a lot was saying though. Remember,
and people were fucking listening. They need a left winger more than they need a striker.
But they couldn't get rid of Martinelli. The issue was they couldn't get rid of Martinelli, and he's been quite decent off the bench as a super sub, or a starter in some of these minnow games. And Trossard, I'm not gonna lie, look. I know Trossard ain't going to maintain this forever. Trossard has been very good this year. And very good. Look at his goal record right now as well. And even his performances. He's not been...
Hindsight, though.
He's
not been one of those that, get a goal, but your performance is crap.
Yeah, when he signed the new contract, everyone was a little bit like...
Him and Marino got a good link up, man.
But let's be honest.
Hindsight's a wonderful
thing.
He's 32 years old. You need to move on eventually. Do you know what I mean? But look at the market with left wingers, yeah? Not great. Luis Diaz looks like one of the top left wingers in the world that were getting slandered last year for having purple patch.
People keep talking about the market. The market.
No, the market is arse.
It's not that though. It's not that. That's a cop out for bad scouting. That's what it is. It's a cop out for poor scouting. There's a lot of good. Because not being funny, Semenyo was available. Semenyo, you could have got him, and nobody went in for Semenyo. And they're gonna say it's hindsight. No, Semenyo had a great season.
No, but the price tag was too high for at the point that they wanted to spend.
Million.
No, but because they spent on but remember they've spent. Look at their summer and how much they spent. Madueke. Look, this is that.
No, but they bought Eze. No. Do you know why that don't count? They bought Eze in late August. It was about 20th of August that they bought Eze. So
I don't know how they knew him, but
and that was similar price to Semenyo. So I get what you mean. But ultimately,
Lookman didn't even like his club at the time. Lookman didn't even like his club.
Yeah, Semenyo. You remember Semenyo committed to Bournemouth quite early.
He did
with a new deal. It's true.
I don't think any because no team would have made it very clear.
I wouldn't look at Semenyo right now. Again, look, I like what he's got in his locker room, innit? Like in terms of shoot, but he's going back to the player right as it stands. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm not saying he's the guy that's going to upgrade Arsenal's defense, bro. Look at the amount of I say this all the time. I mean, Arsenal's attack. Offense, but what's the problem? I don't look at Semenyo as a guy that's going to break down your low blocks because the amount of space he operates in is the same conversation that I have for Gyokeres.
You realize
it's unproven though.
Everyone talks about low block this, low block that. Yes, Arsenal play against a lot of low blocks. Yes, City play a lot. Even Liverpool. Yes, the top teams are going to play against low blocks, but in transition, there are a lot of chances that go down the drain. Wasted transition.
Slow down the game and they don't
because we pull the handbrake up.
Like, why do people like football is so much more than just the low blocks. If you like to approach the game with a slow build up, then you are going to typically face more low blocks because you're slowing down the game for the opposition to get back into position. Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you do have fast breaks, which Arsenal do, because remember, Arsenal put 11 players behind the ball. So they actually have a lot more opportunities for facing fast breaks and transitions than a lot of teams because they have every player behind the ball and they set themselves up very well. That's one of Arteta's best traits as a manager. But if Gyokeres is fighting his centre-back and he does just about enough not to get fouled, but he's wrestling these defenders, so he's killed the attack, then it's going to feel like that more than often.
Yeah, but I don't think Semenyo is that good of a footballer. I don't think his passing's all that.
It doesn't matter. It's not about him. He's not a striker.
But you're on the wing there. You just spoke about good footballers and whatnot.
I didn't speak about good footballers. I spoke about being.
Semenyo is not a good footballer.
So no, it's not about. Just because someone's direct, it doesn't mean they're not a good footballer because they're not direct.
No, but you rate Leao, and I understand that, and I don't think Leao's that great of a footballer either. He's got a bit of tricky.
But this is my point. Doku's not a crazy footballer, but Doku is ripping teams to shreds. Though. Why is Doku why did Doku just rip Real Madrid to shreds at the Bernabeu? Why, Cass?
I wouldn't say he ripped him to shreds, but
being direct in transition. When you have everyone behind the ball,
Arsenal don't have PMP. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, but if you look at PMP, you're right about that. You're so right about that.
And that's why I think they signed Madueke and Eze. I thought they signed both of those two players to add to the transition and give them a bit more pace.
But Eze's not no PMP.
He's not, but he's a bit more pace. He's got pace and more. A lot of his goals come in transition.
What Eze is a link-up play on a goal threat in the middle of the park.
Yeah, Eze's X factor. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a sniper. He's a killer. That's what Eze is. Obviously,
that's what they brought in.
Cool. He might not be as flashy as Odegaard, maybe on the ball with the little touches, but he's still very good technically, and he's a killer. But he's not PMP. I'm going to kick the ball at you, and I'm going to run it.
Direct, though.
Yeah, it ain't no Alexis Sanchez.
Trust me, bro.
He's direct in transition. Not on the left. No, not on the left. No, not on the left.
That's not on the left. No, fuck the left. No, you should never play the left ever again.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? We've seen Eze on the left. It's not the truth. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not the truth. You know, tell D that, by the way, George. When you see him, pass on that message for me. Pass him on that message.
D.
Yeah. Because we
got the right number on his back, man.
He's a better left winger, innit? He's a better left winger.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, with the left side, I'm just saying, like, you need different players for different reasons. And again, someone like Semenyo, yes, you can look at him and go, oh, for the low blocks, it might not be that. Yeah, you have Trossard. Okay. You have Trossard. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal have different strikers for different reasons. Why can't you have a different left wing for different reasons? You look at Semenyo's build And yes, Martinelli is direct because you can say, well, we ain't got Martinelli, but Martinelli doesn't have
he's got one trick.
Yeah, but and Martinelli looks like he's enjoying his time in Europe more than in the Premier League. He looks like his European run is
he needs
really
spacing behind. He needs grass in front of him, not players. Like players in front of him.
But that's the same thing. That's the same thing with Gyokeres. Those two players are very similar. And the problem we have is at the moment is that when we do transition, for some reason, we try to transition slow. There's only once or twice that you're going to see Arsenal break quick. And that's when it gets exciting because you know you're going to score. Now, I hear the calls for Semenyo. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I get you, Kaz. He ain't that guy. Like, if we're going to be talking that guy, you're thinking the left wing like Alexis Sanchez. But you want a left wing that is going to cut in and not go wide. I don't want the same dynamic on the left and right wings. It's the same shit. It's like two like midfielders. Yeah. You want someone who cuts in. I want someone who's going to cut in on his right and say, I'm taking on a man attack.
I got a man for you. I got a man for you. If you want, is it Marcus Rashford?
Rashford, bro, I'll tell you, Rashford will do bits of Arsenal.
You know, Rashford's doing some bits right now.
Rashford actually would do bits of Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, like, when he pisses you off, I can't wait. But what's it called?
You go on.
But what I was gonna say is the only way Arsenal need to work what they're building around though. Are you building around Havertz or are you building around Gyokeres? Because God forbid you're playing Semenyo and Gyokeres together. That's gonna be hilarious, yeah. But if you got Havertz, I can understand Semenyo more. Premier League proven. Someone's gonna link up and give him the ball. Got a good ball striker there. It will work. Saka's best work as well is with Havertz as well. They got good link up. So you got to work that part out because if you're going to get Gyokeres, you need someone like Rodrigo in it. You need someone that's nippy. Yeah. You got to be someone that's always coming up against this stuff week in, week out. Pressure.
Dragon.
Remember, there's a big stature of Arsenal and what they need to achieve at the club now. Semenyo ain't been there for that. Eze ain't been there for that. That's a big thing. They're not used to that kind of thing. They're happy to be there. Like, at first, you want to win the trophy. You're happy to be there. That's the feeling. I don't know. I don't actually know what. It's probably poor for me to say as well because I don't know what the mentality of Semenyo's and that are like, and I don't know them personally, innit? But for Rodrigo, he's been at Madrid. He didn't score in 30 games and until Man City, and then getting pity minutes and stuff like that. But when you're talking about top class, what's around, I don't know if Yildiz is that guy, if I'm being honest, but he might be.
Yildiz is hard.
It's hard, but I've got this thing about Serie A players. When Scott McTominay is one of the best players in your league, there's something wrong. So, again, look, I wouldn't go anywhere near Serie A personally. I mean, Xerxes can go back if he wants to as well. That's just that, innit? For me, it depends what you want to build around.
I don't know. I think someone like Semenyo, I don't know, it doesn't have to specifically be Semenyo, but to have someone who's not going to slow the attack down and can actually keep up with the pace on the
you want someone who can break quick and control the ball, take a play.
You need someone like you need another Madueke, but a higher quality. You need someone that can actually be a more.
And by the way, Madueke does things better than Semenyo, and obviously vice versa because Semenyo's a better ball striker. He uses both feet. Do you know what I'm saying? Madueke also looks like he's got a fire in his eyes right now where he doesn't look too far off of Bukayo Saka, even though Saka's a much better player than him. Like, if you look at the way Madueke...
you can see that hunger,
you can see Madueke's got mad hunger right now. And the thing, I was thinking about this yesterday.
Eze got that, got that look in the number 10 though too.
When some of these players are like just decent, you ain't got to worry about them. But when they're confident, that's when you got to worry about them. That's when you got to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like me and Rance talking about Doku. You ain't really got to worry about Doku most of the time.
Yeah, but Doku's playing more centrally than he is out wide these days, isn't it?
But a confident Doku is a flipping problem for everyone.
Can you imagine it? Can you imagine if St. Maximan has some end product? Can you imagine if St. Maximan has some end product? He'd be better than what?
When these guys are confident, when these guys are confident, man, it's an issue, innit? But I think Semenyo probably gets brought to the conversation a lot because he's probably going to leave in January. It's just
funny you said that.
All I'm saying is that it's not. My overall point is it's not just low blocks that Arsenal play or like Liverpool play or City. It's not just low blocks. There are a lot of opportunities to have a fast break than people actually think. It's just because teams like to slow the game down and have the ball in their control.
In the build-up, none of these teams like to play long direct passes because you can see it. Like, how did Chelsea break down?
We play that quite direct, but
you guys, I feel like you used to do it more when you had Trent because Trent was you haven't got the ability there. Arsenal have
unless the Bosnia goes there.
Passes, just don't like to do it. I feel like Arteta just tells them like keep it short and simple. You know what I mean? Like, you
don't more time. You got to look for Arsenal. I know he's not the only way of playing, but majority of the time Arsenal got all the ball. You know, all the ball.
Yeah.
That's their situations.
And that's why Marino looks. That's why Marino looks better than Gyokeres.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
why.
because,
That's why I'm talking about more of a.
That's
why I'm talking about a different kind of winger. Like in terms of obviously the Semenyo is Premier League proven. I don't know. To be fair, he probably kills it in it. I think he's hungry in it. When the player's hungry, this something it's hard to get out of the way of, innit? But I don't know. It seems like Arsenal are biding their time with all this. If anyone wants Semenyo right now, they're talking about the swap with Salah. If Salah goes, Semenyo in. Do you know what I mean? So your club's in for the Semenyos of the world.
But
so
the
who's
thing
next?
is, like,
But
like Semenyo goes to Liverpool now, replaces Salah, who is like, let's be honest, probably the best right wings in the world. If Salah's having problems right now, you tell me Semenyo is just going to hit the ground running?
Oh, I said this.
I mean, at Liverpool right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I sit there and
difficult.
go, let's bring players into Liverpool. It's like, are you guys fucking blind? Have you not got fucking players right now? You guys have got players. You got ballers, and they're struggling.
They lack profiles.
Yeah, but no, you know what they lack? They lack the right leadership and guidance. They lack the fact that they've changed their style of football, and the only time they look good is when they skip the fucking midfield and break down the wings. That's when they actually look good. When they have to skip the whole fucking midfield where Wirtz is and McAllister, because there's no overlapping runs, underlapping runs, right? There's all that shit happening. When they skip their midfield, they look good because they're breaking quick. But, you know, like, you get Semenyo in there, what's he going to do?
I mean, before Mont says it, the one thing that they don't have is someone that's willing to track back and act as a unit, which is big in today's game, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Act as a unit. But one thing they don't have is someone that's willing to.
They've got
Robbo. They've got Robbo right now.
They don't have no one. They don't have no one that's willing to keep running in behind, and keep making those runs to the point where he gets picked out.
I mean, do you know what? I kind of looked at it, and Isak makes a lot of runs.
Yeah, but his IQ's gone back. His back is still in Newcastle at the moment. So right now his confidence is in the bin.
I'm saying I think Isak does make, and even Ekitike, these guys make a lot of runs.
Yeah, but they're roles to facilitate, isn't it?
Ekitike, the difference with Ekitike, he actually gets involved in the midfield because he knows he ain't going to see the ball if he stands up top.
Exactly. Thank you very much. He has to go. He has to literally go, give me the damn ball. Let me do this. And I've seen that too many times. He's gone out to the wing. Like left wing said, give me the damn ball and cut into the box himself to take a fucking shot.
But you don't have enough of them.
Ozzy, you have to remember that these are the types of players they are. Like even when we played Frankfurt last year, Ekitike scored his goal drifting out to the left side. Like that's how Ekitike and Isak are both players that like to do that. And I feel like you get the best out of them, letting them drift out onto the wings. You have to give them that freedom.
Yeah, but
the thing is, if Isak doesn't drift out to the wing, you won't see him in the game for the way Liverpool play. And if Ekitike, at least, even if he doesn't drift out to the wing, he'll come and get the ball in the midfield. And he'll come and have a fight, and he'll come and do this, and he'll get involved. And that's the difference, probably, I think, just between the two players. And unfortunately, our wing play is, I think, probably the worst in the league. Maybe bar like a Wolves or like a Burnley, maybe. In fact, no, Burnley got Jadon Anthony, so maybe they're even a bit better than us on the wide areas. So I think in the wide areas, and I'm not just talking wingers, I'm talking wingers and wing backs. And
wing backs is your problem, bro. Wing backs is your problem.
It's so bad. And it's the same every game. Like, don't get me wrong, Liverpool are going to win some games of football because we just have better players in some teams. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're going to win some games of football. But the way we move, the way we play, the midfield is, I'm not even going to go into it. But you don't know.
Bro,
it's horrible.
You guys are fucked. Your wing backs go forward. No one covers that space. And then you guys are blaming the defenders.
Well, Bradley who I don't rate, had a great cameo against Inter Milan. Why? Because he played on the touchline. He wasn't inverting. Shock horror. Wow. Oh my god. He doesn't get asked to play as a midfielder. He actually looks pretty decent.
He doesn't have to cut in.
Yeah, but still, regardless, as I'm gonna allude back to what my point was, is they got too many players that want ball to feet. God forbid give the ball to feet to Semenyo when he ain't got space to turn around into. Do you know what I mean? You want him running in behind where you can actually have him at your defender with a bit of space. They don't have those profiles. Cody Gakpo loves the ball to feet, got good off the ball movement though, I must admit, but not enough. Isak loves the ball to feet. Ekitike loves the ball to feet. Wirtz loves it. McAllister loves it. He's a midfielder, obviously. And Gravenberch absolutely needs that. He needs to be on the ball 24/7. They got no one. No more Luis Diaz's. No more Darwin Nunez.
Yes, Jota,
obviously, rest in peace. Jota, when he's off the ball, he's just good at everything when he is fit. Let's be real. Don't have none of those in that team that want to do it even.
No, a lot of those guys are ball to feet, but they're also willing runners. They have it in their game to be a willing runner as well.
But I just don't look at it. There's not enough.
I get it, because Cass, this is what I was trying to explain in the summer. This is why I pointed it out to be a problem, is when you got so many players that are, heavy ball carriers, people that need like a lot of the ball to create, like Wirtz, for example, at Bayer Leverkusen. If you ever watched him, a lot of things went through him. Like he needed a lot of the ball all throughout the game, just to even do what Odegaard does, just keep the ball ticking, do a lot of 1-2 touch passes. That's how he builds himself into a game. But Salah's the same, Isak's the same, Ekitike likes a lot of the ball. You got too many guys that like too much of the ball that it's just not going to work. Like you need to have one main chef, and then everyone else needs to work around that main player. That's
I hear that, but
being direct as well is another thing.
It's really easy to kind of rewrite history slightly, or just alter history slightly. Diaz was ball to feet.
He's good at both though.
But he was ball to, like his thing was like he did the Mane job where you'd give the ball to his feet and he'd turn
direct
3 players and then he'd go. And then that's what actually would
he would take players out of the game, innit? Yeah.
Gakpo doesn't receive the ball in that halfway line anywhere near as often as Diaz and take 2 guys out the ball. If he does it, you won't see it again for another 2 games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's never done it, but he doesn't do it often. He's a final third player, whereas Diaz is involved in the build-up. Jota, RIP, wasn't involved in the build-up more. I think a lot of these guys aren't really involved. Like, again, Isak's not really involved in build-up. Ekitike looks like a really good player for Liverpool. Why? Because he's involved in the build-up. You know what I'm saying? That's why he looks so good. Even when he's on the left and he holds the ball up, flicks it around the corner, Liverpool have a chance because he's involved in the build-up. Liverpool, when Isak, Salah, and Gakpo play, and Salah does get involved in build-up sometimes, but you don't really want him to be involved in build-up because you want him to be in the final action. So realistically, we've got 3 players that aren't involved in any build-up. So there is no build-up. Because McAllister's legs are gone. Well, it looks like it. And Soboslai's our engine, but he's used as a maestro. Don't know why that's happening. And then Gravenberch, well, again, hasn't hit the heights, in my opinion, after the first 5 games. You need someone who's going to get involved in the build-up as well as running the channels. And when our forward line was Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah, Diaz was getting involved in the build-up. Yes, he can also run in behind. Yes, but we didn't have bare arrows running in behind last season. I promise you we didn't. It wasn't bare arrows running in. That was more the season before that. But we had just runners, Nunez, Diaz, arrows. Last year, I'm telling you, we didn't have bare runners running in behind. Not as much as you think. But it was still way more than now. So I do get what you're saying, Cass and George. Now there's like none. I was like, there's none. Like apart from maybe Ekitike, but
you guys hold a line, bro. You guys literally hold it. You guys hold a line in front of the defensive line and mimic it. But what you do is you just fucking involve a wing back as well every time. Your midfielders all line up, your wing back comes in there, and you guys stand, and you just pass around them constantly. That's what you guys are doing, and you can see it. And that's why Salah is useless, because Salah's not the kind of play. Salah isn't like Saka, where he's going to start darting between 3 or 4 players to score a goal. He wants to get the ball at a bit of speed so he can use that speed that he's got, take on one player, and then cut in and take a shot. But you've eliminated that out of the game completely quashed.
There are no overlaps.
You played a 4-4-2
There is no overlap either side. There is what you call an underlap. You got wing backs coming into the box, not stretching the defense, bringing them in, making them more compact, making it even harder.
Yeah. Who you got this weekend? Who you got this week? Right. Oh, if you said away, I think Liverpool might have a chance. But at home right now, it just seems like you
can't. And them, man, Ayari and that.
You know what? Yeah, if there's a team, I say it now. Yeah, but if there's a team that can punish you, but you can get your goals as well, Isak can get a goal. It's probably them.
Yeah. Well,
I can't see. I don't see how, but. I see the Minte at the moment. Minte from EastEnders, man, is crazy. That's what Wolfie said. But yeah,
why is Matoma on his way back? Just because he saw Joe Gomez is getting minutes. I'll say that. Let me speed up my recovery. Let me speed up. See what I'm saying. I see Minte, bro. Minte, by the way.
Yeah. We got them next week. Is it next week? We got them next week, I think. Yeah.
Wait, no way. Oh yeah, is James Milner still playing for them?
I ain't seen him feature once though.
But yeah, I
don't know
don't
if
think
anyone
He has. No, Milner's featured this season.
Has he? I ain't seen him at all.
Yes, he has, bro.
Yeah.
This is
People,
mad.
if you
How old
haven't
is
done
he
so,
now? 38.
he's got to be at 40 now. He's been in the game since like 07, 08.
Like this, Milner's got more GA than Isak in the league. How about that?
That's crazy. He scored a penalty then, isn't it?
He's got more GA than Isak.
I smashed the likes, people. I don't know what likes were on because this whole. I'm trying to find it now. Yeah,
He's 39. He's 40 in January.
And once they've changed the whole outlay, like of the what's it called, innit? It's kind of annoying.
They're on the ads thing, innit? Yeah, you lot smash the like button. I'm seeing on the 100.
It's white. It's not like horizontal anymore. It's like wide for some reason. I don't know. I can't change it. It's not letting me. But yeah, so I can't even see the like. So if anyone can do that, big up to yourselves. If they're smelly, then you're just moving like Liverpool, innit? Monster's favorite subject. Chelsea. Everton at the Bridge is
my favorite subject. Bro,
favorite subject.
How is that my favorite subject?
It's favorite subject. You love it, man. Is Caicedo back yet? No.
Yeah. He is back.
He's got one more game. One more game.
3 game ban, innit?
Straight red, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3 games. I don't know why it was 3
Yeah.
games. It was 3 game ban, I'm pretty sure. So
Because it was straight red, didn't it?
It was Gertrude who scored
later.
the winner
Nice
against.
knowing you and all
I
that.
thought straight red was
Violent conduct. They might.
No,
violent.
deem
Yeah,
it as-
it's violent. Yeah,
Because
it's violent.
it was extreme.
Doing the thug
Yeah.
thing.
It's not about who cares. It's about if it can get any worse for Chelsea. Like if things were going so well, and now all of a sudden it's gone to shit.
It wasn't even going well. They had a good week, and after that good week, they got way ahead of themselves.
No, they
beat
kept
Barcelona.
they kept like 6-7 clean sheets as well.
No, I get that, but let's be honest. Like, if you'd watched Chelsea from the start of the season, it was clear to see that they wasn't a great team. Like a lot of these games they were winning, they weren't winning convincingly. You can look at a lot of their early season form to see that they've been struggling. They had some, set pieces that were getting them through early in the season. Then when they got through to like that period, I think where there was a few international breaks, they picked up some points, but they only really looked good for a couple weeks. Chelsea have had struggles without Cole Palmer, without Caicedo. Their team isn't the same. Now that would say for any team because they are two, you could say, world-class players. They're amazing, but I feel like generally their attack is very poor and it's just not being addressed enough. Delap is shit. Like, let's have it right. You signed him from Ipswich for a reason. He's shit. He's not good enough. He's not going to be a 10 to 15 goal a season striker. He's going to be sold within a year or two, and they're just going to be like, it was another investment signing. João Pedro, really good player, not a striker. He's not a 9. He's not going to give you, again, 15 to 20 goals a season. He can give you some great little, all-round play, and if he's behind the striker, he's probably going to be a problem. But he's not a number 9. He's not going to be the goal scorer that they need. And then the wingers, Enzo just changes the wingers too much. They don't have a consistent left wing, right wing option. They change it up so much. None of them pick up some real form. Neto looks good for a few games, then he looks shit. Esteval looks good whenever he comes off the bench, but doesn't get enough opportunities when he's starting. And then, let's be honest, Gittins and Garnacho are just rubbish. So, like, their attack is fell off since last season. And not that it was good last season, like, great, but it's definitely fell off.
I mean, they missed Cole Palmer for majority of the time as well.
But I don't think, like, Cole Palmer's going to improve their goal output. But do you actually think the improvement against these smaller clubs is going to be drastic? Because that's where they're finding the problems against the small teams.
You like to think so. These lot compared to Saka every day.
Quality.
Yeah, I think so. That's what you need him for.
A player of his quality creates shit out of nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, Cole Palmer for Chelsea is a big deal. Bukayo Saka for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're still sitting 5th, right? They're still up there. They're missing key players, but they're still up there in the mix. I mean, they're fumbling, but they're still up there.
Jai's last game, innit? So
you say up there, Ozzy. You remember up there to them was a title race a couple weeks ago.
Look, once upon a time it was Arsenal Man United, but shit changes, right? You know what I mean, bro?
What, from 3 weeks ago? Like they thought they were going to title race 3 weeks ago.
The thing is, what's Everton's form looking like?
They've been in really good
at
form
the moment.
They've been in good. They picked up some
dude.
wins.
Like,
I think they won
compared to the rest right now.
They're up and down. They're very up and down.
They're in 7th right now, on 24 points, and they've had 4 wins in their last 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll do that, and then they're like, I think
they'll just fall off in it.
2 games ago that Newcastle beat them 4-1 or something. 5-1.
Yeah, they smashed them. Yeah, they smashed them. But I wouldn't say. One thing I would say is Everton's defense isn't impenetrable. Like they've conceded quite a few goals this season as well. They're missing Brandthwaite heavily. Let's get one thing straight. But like when you're rocking with Michael Keane and Tarkowski, you just know it's no nonsense, isn't it? But I can see this getting real dark. If Chelsea can't secure a win, a draw's not good enough, obviously, at home. But it's just if they can't secure a win, I see it getting real dark.
I've got Chelsea winning, though. I'll be honest. I do have Chelsea winning. I think Everton's away.
I mean, Everton win this game.
Go on, Ozzy.
Is it?
No, sorry. If Everton win this game and it's in the chat, they are going to jump Chelsea in the ladder. It's not going to be good, right?
Oh shit!
It's that tight, dude. It's 24. It's Everton are sitting on 24 points. Chelsea on 25. Everton win this fucking game.
Oh, it's the return of Dewsbury Hall, isn't it? Dewsbury Hall returns to Chelsea.
Yeah, Dewsbury Hall.
He's looked really good in his last couple of games. Like he's looked really good. He's been a problem. Everton seem to him, Grealish and Jai. The problem for them is that they have a striker issue as well. Barry and Beto are two of the worst strikers.
They're the same. They're the same.
They're the worst strikers I've ever seen.
They're the same people, man. I swear they're the same.
Carbon copies of shit.
They're the same person. You know what they need? They need like a good old Evan Ferguson or something up there, like just old school British David Moyes type dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Just put him up there. I don't know, man.
Peter Crouch.
Someone that can just link the ball and not fall over his own shoelaces. Do you know what I mean? That's what Beto is. Such a donkey, man.
Yeah, he's so bad. Now, did you guys see the disallowed goal Barry scored a couple of weeks? The handball and the miss kick, and bro, this guy is just. I think they paid like 30 million for him. Madness.
He was good from what I would see. He was quite rated in the French league, man. But come to the Premier, it's just I think it's a bit too fast for him at the moment. By the looks of it, anyways. But yeah, man. I mean, Everton
Barry looks like one of them 2 goal a season strikers that Victor and Ichibi type beat, bro.
yeah, man.
One of them ones.
Victor needs to be.
Shola Amiobi, Hump and Bustle, like all of them.
What was that guy? What was that guy's name? He was American. He went to Sunderland. Striker. Altidore.
Altidore. Them type of guys, like just brute strap. You get it, like, bro. Come on, man.
Just run. All he did was run, man. That was it. He was doing
Sonogo, I can't lie. Sonogo was worse than Anichibi. He was worse than he was in.
Yeah,
he was
Sonogo was fucking
way worse.
Sonogo was fucking.
Didn't Anichibi have one really good season at one point for Everton? Like he had that one solid season in like 08 or 09 or something.
Sonogo
got an FA Cup under his belt, didn't he?
Might have. I don't know.
I think Sonogo. Yeah, I think that's right. I was saying it back in the day.
Sonogo has an FA Cup. Yeah, he does. 24.
He got a fucking FA Cup.
The issue with a lot of these other strikers, they don't know how to get 10 goals. I can't like that.
Sonogo's got FA Cup. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sonogo was involved in an FA Cup. I'm pretty sure.
Don't disrespect Nugent. Don't even disrespect.
Oh, it was for West Brom. That was it. West Brom. That West Brom team was lit. It was a good team. But yeah, man.
Some of them strikers, though, every 10 games, 15 games, they'll bag you like a brace.
And then
like the rest of it is just hard yards.
It's mental with it. It's mental. What happened to the good old what's his name? The fake, what's it called? The Pella, them type of strikers. Like where's just the gunmen around? Like where are they at?
Yellow,
Pella, Yelovich, Michu. Like where's all these guys at, man? What a
Joe was coaching though. He was
Almanda.
Almanda. Yeah. Bolton.
Guys, fam.
Alright, that's crazy, man. I missed those days, man. It was good. It was like strikers. There was actually 10 goals in like with each other strikers and stuff.
Yakubu was on.
That's a joke, man. He's a joke, man.
Even Wilfred Boney, smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Even Danny Graham.
Even Gomez had a little time when he was getting his 13 goals and that. You know what I'm saying?
Even Kenwyn Jones, man.
Kenwyn Jones, that is killing me now.
And then now we have to agree with like Liam Delap.
Kenwyn Jones going back in better goals. He was a problem, man.
This is my issue, man. With like Liam Delaps and all that. It's just bro, you want to come to a side, like, go get at least 10, 12 goals in it. At least 10, 12 goals. Cameron Jerome was decent. But yeah, you think this? I think Chelsea win this. They got to win this 2-0. It's a 2-0, isn't it? It's one of the games that Neto just looked good.
Yeah,
Mikalenko is probably going to get ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea got this game. Chelsea got this game. No drama.
But this might be benefit for you, but I mean, they're going to be knackered. City versus Palace, but this is Palace on the back of another. If you looked at their team, they put out a strong team, strong enough team. They rested Mateta, unless he's injured or something. But Palace still put out Adam Wharton's, still put out Kamadas. Do you know what I mean? Like they changed the wing backs. Munoz, I don't know where he's at the moment. Chris Richards, Lacroix. Like every time Palace come back from a midweek, they are awful. Look at them against us, and now they got City, who look like they're up for it. And Glasgow admit.
That's what happened, bro. Cass,
and by the way, I don't think Palace has beat City at Palace in over 5-6 years. 2015, 10 years. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, man. This game has an easy City win all over it. Like
don't mind it though. It's funny how D's not here for it today though. But it's just we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week for sure.
You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to, but do you know what? No, I'll give it to them. Palace have been doing good in it, but Thursday, Sunday football kills everyone. And whenever, especially like, let's be honest, like
they're not prime for it, man.
They don't have the depth. They didn't sign no one in the summer to even prepare themselves for it. So they was always gonna have to sacrifice their performances in the Premier League for this competition. And
but even their performance in this competition ain't even all that.
Nah, they hasn't. But it's one of them ones. If you win the competition, it don't really matter. And I think they'll get far in it. They might
replacing Eze with Jeremy Pino is not the like you'd think. Where's all that money gone? Like where's the extra centre mid at? Like you're still running around with my man. What's his name? Jefferson Lerma. And like what are we doing here? And then you look at the back. The back line's all right, but you got Borna Sosa basically on a free or cheap or something. He played yesterday, yeah. Barely not seeing him. Like, why is Mitchell still starting? Like, Mitchell's does his thing, but he's not wing back level, he's full back level. Let's be real. Yeah. Munoz, Devaney's okay, I can understand that. But when Mateta's out that line, Nketiah is not bad, but he plays on the left, not even up front. It's mainly Sar's great, but when you come off and you look at these Uches and all that, it's like, that's not it, though. They're doing very well in the league, considering they're fourth or whatever. They're doing really well for what they've done. That's why you probably got to rate Glasgow for managing what he's done so far. He's capitalizing and he's still in amongst in Europa League.
Us next weekend. I think we got them next weekend.
Love that. Next week Friday is going to be jokes. That's going to be hilarious. No, wait, hold on. You got Liverpool.
I know we got Forest. It might be Forest, Liverpool, and then Palace. It's one. I know they're our next 3 games though.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. No, that's actually jokes.
The first Liverpool game, I'm actually not like, I'm just like, hey, we might actually go out there and win, you know. Like, hey, we might actually go out there and take something from these man.
Brentford is Brentford giving you a new lease of life or something?
No, it's just Liverpool shit, bro. Liverpool shit, that's it, like.
No, so now Liverpool bad, but you're worse.
We have been, but we're picking up some form.
Where is it though? Where is it? Is it Anfield?
I feel like it might be Anfield. Is it Tottenham? At the Lane?
Monts ain't got good memories at the Lane.
I've seen us win more times at the Lane than Miss Lewis. So
okay. Well, you don't want to say too much, George, about that Tottenham. They ain't got a few words for Wolfie other than your preview.
I spoke with Wolfie yesterday like 2 times, isn't it? So like I got out what I need to say with Forest, man. Like they just about beat Utrecht yesterday. They need 90th minute winners and them teams to go get past these meaty-ass Europa League teams. They're 32nd in Europa League and they need a 90th minute winner to get through them. So when I'm looking at these, and the fact that they went true to 90 minutes playing their heart out, they're going to be run out to the ground come this weekend. We're going to deal with them. I generally think it's going to be a boring game. I will say that, like, it's 2 pragmatic teams.
This is going to be a 1-0, man. I swear.
It'll be a 1-0, 2-1, like, but just like 2 shots on target, 2 goals type of thing. Like that one of them type of games. Like, I expect that. But I think Spurs are going to win. I think we're building up some momentum at the moment, isn't
it?
I see a draw or a Spurs win. That's all I see.
Well, if there's a draw, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah, if there's a draw, it's going to be like, what the fuck? But I think it's either going to be a draw or a fucking Spurs win. I don't see Forest winning this game. But if they do, wow. Like, wow, bounce back FC. But I just don't see it. I don't. I think the best they're going to be able to manage against Spurs is a draw, and that's only because Spurs are just going to kick back. It's going to be on Spurs just because they're kicking back. I swear.
Yeah. Who else is playing anyways? I don't know. The fact that our lives on Sundays at 6, you got Wolfie and Deji on, someone has to suffer. And Josh is on as well. And Specs is on as well. Specs has got Sunderland. Oh, that's a big. How is that not the 4:30 game? How is Leeds and whatever we've ever? Is it Leeds and Brentford or something like that? Oh,
the
horrendous 4:30.
It is madness. I don't know
why is that at 2 o'clock?
It's like
all
the first
good games
time
are
it's back
2
in the Premier League for however long as well. This is actually like a massive game, Premier League heritage. I don't know about you. Like, I feel like most neutrals want to watch this game. But it's a 2 o'clock kickoff. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Ruining the sport. Tyneside derby is a huge derby. We're gonna miss it.
I feel like the fixtures this season have been crap in general, bro. In terms of the way they've patterned it, man.
Scheduling.
Yeah, the way they've scheduled it is mad. Some of the 4:30s I've seen, bro. Didn't they have? Who did they have on a 12:30
last week?
Wasn't the NLD? Wasn't the NLD at 12:30?
Yeah, it was a 12:30 kickoff.
What the? I know it doesn't mean like I know they do that because of the alcohol thing, and I know they do it because of the alcohol thing. But they've had some games where, like, come on, bro, games, yeah.
It works out all right here in Australia because
no. NLD was 4:30 kickoff. I just remember it definitely.
Not the NLD. There was one game that it was you, man. It was Spurs Man United, bro.
Oh yeah. That
was a 12:30 kickoff. What are we doing here?
Do you know
why am I waking up and seeing the lineup and it's Man United versus Spurs? Let me get my weekend, and then
I know they try to do it because of policing if there's more than one game in London and all that kind of stuff. But look at last week Sunday. Look at the games that were on. We had Palace versus Fulham at Craven Cottage at 4:30. What? Are we doing? And you know what? Sometimes I wonder. I wonder, yeah, because they are very in tune with football YouTube and everything, and the amount of numbers that people get and milking off their games that they broadcast. I do wonder if they do this to piss us off on purpose, because they know secretly deep down.
Like to see City and Bournemouth as a 4:30 is killing me, innit?
You know what it is? There's probably like agreements we don't know about where a certain amount of teams need to play on a certain amount of times and be broadcasted on like
probably.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but they've done it so much better than this before, bro.
No, they have.
Yeah, 100.
You know what it is, and I don't think it helps because Man United aren't in any competition. They have to find ways to get Man United onto TV.
They put us on Mondays again. Well, Mondays.
Yeah. You're just Mondays right now.
I've got to wait till Bournemouth, so I've got to wait for all your results again, yeah? And then be like, yeah, look, they played this, that. Everyone's got to drop points this weekend. Someone's dropping. Advantage United, crappy Bournemouth. Yeah, they play a certain way. You'd be like, yeah, they play a certain way. Bournemouth, high line, conceded bare goals left, right, and centre. They're not really in great shape. United should be winning this at Old Trafford finally after the 2 crappy results they've had previously, yeah? And you're like, hold my beer.
Against the shit.
Hold my beer. Semenyo incoming.
There's 5 teams in the champs, because there's 5 teams in the champs as well. Maybe that's probably a reason as well.
Yeah, but when you're playing Tuesday, Wednesday, you can still play Saturday or Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And then it's just, I don't get it.
Sunday to Tuesday is a bit of a mazza, but
one day, yeah. Last week, if I think about it, last week everyone was playing on Saturday, and then now this week everyone wants to play on Sunday. It's like, make up your minds, bro. Make up your minds.
That's because obviously you have Palace, Aston Villa, and Forest that all have to play on a Sunday.
Yeah, probably.
They're not playing each other. That's already 3 matches on the Sunday, 2-2-2, 4:30 basically taken up. So it's just like it fucks up the whole schedule, man.
Yeah, that's that.
What are you saying for your game though? Are you confident? Because I see you're trying to get out there that like you're confident, but you still feel like
But he ain't actually saying that. He's saying like a dusty.
Yeah, he didn't want to say
that, like, anything else. He's smashing Bournemouth, but not saying he's going to smash him up.
The difference between Bournemouth and the other teams we play, like West Ham, they don't do like mad low block kind of situations. We need to get these 3 points because it's about to get dark. So, you know, knowing Bumo and Ahmad, it's like, now we're gonna have to scam a couple wins if possible against. We got Villa, and then we've got Newcastle. It's like, that's good, mate. Thank you for that. They're only losing Evan Gasson. We're losing two of our right hand side.
For
So you guys are taking-
Well, Sunderland are done out. Let's be real. So they're finished.
Yeah.
So they might as well see them creep down the table. They've done their thing. They've got enough points. Whatever. Everton are losing NJ. That's big. I mean, it's time to pay Tyler Diblin.
Palace are losing Saar. They're losing.
Saar's injured, so
He's still probably go though, won't he, as Mela? So
maybe
even
yeah,
to
I mean,
travel.
look, he's
I still think we beat Bournemouth, but I don't know what to take out from United these days. It's like you can't look at Wolves and say, oh look, we look good again. No, it's Wolves. They are crap, and we should have scored double the amount of goals. 8 goals, easy, like light work, easy. Cunha should have had a brace, and Boomer, what are you doing? Like all sorts. It's just it is what it is, isn't it?
I hear you.
That's why I say, Arsenal, if you don't beat Wolves this weekend, I am cussing you out.
Yeah, they will.
Any team that don't secure points against Wolves, Tottenham's already done their best impression of it. You're getting absolutely cussed out.
you're hoping for it. You're dying for it. You're dying for it. And look at you. You're slobbering all over yourself.
Put the W in the bag. Like you can.
Yeah. You're on 36 points. You're on 36.
Bro, we're just gonna go there, get 3 points, and go home. But I'll stay home actually. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, people, Troops is live in the next 20 odd minutes with Monts and Co. So go over there, scam your way over there, smash the likes, and we'll be back tomorrow, of course, for there should be a morning stream. So let's see what people have to say in it. Love.